Well, I'm on the farm today. Got my John Deere 5055D and the little 50-gallon sprayer on the back. And I've been spraying some small patches, trying to knock down a few broadleaf weeds in some areas like this. And anyway, had kind of an unfortunate breakdown with this sprayer, and I'll show it to you here in just a second. So this sprayer, this tank right here is held on by straps that go around both sides. And I was motoring along and I heard something go clunk. And I thought, well, maybe, you know, one of the pins that came out of the lift arm. That happens on 3-point equipment sometimes. And anyway, it was definitely, the booms were definitely sitting lower to the ground. And I thought, oh boy. So what happened was, this strap right here, you see that rust? Well, it broke loose from this guy right here, and it let the sprayer kind of fall down to one side. Still connected to the top link, and still connected around on that side. But this side had come loose, and the whole thing kind of came in this direction. And of course, that made for an uncomfortable drive out of the field, because I still had some herbicide in here. And so I got it over here where I can work on it a little bit. And it didn't lean so much this way as it leaned back that way, because it wasn't being held tight to this top link. And so this is not a great design. I mean, this sprayer, when I use it, I have it dialed in and putting down an exacting amount of herbicide based on my ground speed and the pressure on the gauge. And you know, we use the charts and that the T-Jet recommends on their nozzles, and typically we put down 10 gallons of liquid per acre. And in any event, this thing broke, and I was just glad that you know, the tank didn't roll off of it and you know, herbicide spill out on the ground. That probably wouldn't have been good. I guess better, I mean, if it had been full, probably been better 50 gallons than 500 gallons like my other sprayer over there. But in any event, I got it up here and I put some of these cinder blocks down so I could just let it down and kind of level it up. And then what I got to do now is I got to rig up something kind of temporary to sort of strap this beam right here back to the top link, and then see if I can put this thing away. Probably need to just build a new, there needs to be a different frame going around here and around the other side. This whole arrangement right here is meant so you can put a 50-gallon tank in it. And I think that needs to be, I think what needs to happen is this tank needs to be able to sit freely down in the framework, and then there needs to be some straps that just hold it from moving around. And this whole framework needs to be solid all the way back to that top link, so that, you know, at no time is this barrel ever free to just fall out of the sprayer, which I guess it could have done if it wasn't for this wrapping around like that. But it needs to be captive, and it needs to be solid to this top link, and it needs to be, this whole arrangement right here needs to be redone. So I'll put that on the round to it list, but right now I need to do something so I can pick it up, and where it's somewhat stable, And I'll go ahead and spray out what's left on it if I can make it so that it holds somewhat fast. And then I'll have an empty sprayer to work with. I can clean it out and clean my pump. So I got an idea. I'm going to give it a try, and I'll come back. I got a couple of brand new ratchet straps that I've had kind of sitting on the shelf, and it's actually starting to sprinkle a little bit of rain, of course. And what I'm doing here is I'm putting a strap here. Hope that'll stay on there. And a strap here. And then what I'm doing is I'm running that strap around the barrel, the body of the barrel. And I'm gonna have one on this side and one right here on this side. Now, if this thing were full, I think it would be about 400 pounds of liquid. If I just said, well, okay, well, water, it's really, I think it's like 7 pounds, maybe it's 8 pounds. I can't remember, but you know, if I just say 8 times 5 is 40 and add a 0 for 50 gallons, then we're at 400 pounds. And if I got that wrong, somebody tell me in the comments. But you know, these straps are rated for like 1,200 pounds. I think it'll be all right. I've got some straps that are like, you know, that wide. They're like double or triple the width of this strap, but they're old and they got nicks in them. And I think for what I'm trying to do here, this will work out nicely. So let me get this other strap in place, and then we'll fire up the John Deere and see if we can lift this thing up. So I got the second strap connected. This color, as I'm looking through the camera, I don't know what it'll show up on the video, but it's actually a blaze orange strap, and it looks yellow in my view. But I've got one of these strapped around here, and I got one strapped around here, and the goal there is to secure this vertical piece about both sides of the connection here for this top link. You know, some people might say, well, you know, you need to tie it off right here, but I don't think so. That really doesn't do anything. So if anything, that's kind of pulled away to give this hose a chance to not be barreled up against this barrel. Now we'll look at the other side. So I positioned this hook on either side to be above that clevis there for the top link, so that it would be pulling not up or down on it. And the same thing down here. I wanted it to be as parallel as I could in pulling this thing back. So let's see if the John Deere will fire up, and let's see if it'll lift it up. Right there is about the height I was running it. And of course, I like it to be a little level, but maybe tilted back just a little bit, because the bottom of the tank is in the back here. So I think I got something to work with. I might be able to tighten these up a little more, but they actually feel pretty tight. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this thing and the tractor out of the weather. It's starting to sprinkle a little more, and we'll revisit this on another day. So that's kind of the fix, the breakdown. That's kind of the breakdown and the fix. The 50-gallon sprayer, 20-foot booms, the John Deere 5055D, backbone of this farm. And these straps, as I mentioned, they're blaze orange. So worst case, if I'm out here spraying in November, the deer hunters, maybe they won't shoot a hole through that barrel. We need the rain, so I'm glad to wait another day to spray. So we'll talk to you later. Comment, subscribe.